Hello and welcome to Inside the Bunker with the one and only #1 military historian in the world, Tom Cooper. We are very lucky viewers here at CNN News 18 that he is with us in the studio. He came for Rising Bharat Summit 2026 and then we said, Tom, we're not letting you go. So now what we're going to do with Tom, and we also have Ambassador Rajiv Dogra here inside the bunker, what we're going to do is to try and recreate and understand what's happening in this entire conflict. So Rajiv Dogra ji is here. We've got Tom, and he's going to do his magic here on this entire region and explain to us the various dynamics. But let's start, Tom, with the focus area, which is here. Where is Israel for us? Yeah, there it is. We've just called this down. We'll call the map back up.
Killed the map.
No, we didn't kill the map. The map's right here. and that's the reason why the map is going to be very important. It's Israel that we'll focus on. We've got a man on ground, Tom. And let's go to him first and understand Bet Shemesh. Now, there are multiple angles to Bet Shemesh. Tom here, Sanjay Suri pops up here on the inside the bunker for us and tells us what's happening at Bet Shemesh. Oh, you're standing right at the spot where it seems like the missile landed. Sanjay, take us through.
Well, right behind me is what was a synagogue, and this is Bet Shemesh. It's a small town about halfway between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. And this is a civilian population here. People do just basic work here. They do clerical work. There are teachers, there are scholars, students there. It's just a normal little small town. And this here is a synagogue, or was a synagogue behind right here. There's no sign left of it anymore. And what happened was that 10 people sought shelter. Some of them were in the synagogue already. There was a siren, and of course there's a pre-alarm that was followed by a siren that went off, and they went and sought shelter in the dedicated shelter that is located below the synagogue. What happened next, clearly, was a direct hit from a missile. The estimates are that it carried a 500 kilogram, a half-ton warhead. It was a direct hit. There was nothing left of the synagogue, and that direct hit penetrated right into the bunker there. Almost everyone was killed. 9 people confirmed killed already. And this has spread devastation, that impact spread devastation all around. You can see the entire area around here looks flattened. If I just step aside a bit, you have more of a look and see exactly what is behind us here. This is a flattened area. This was a synagogue. There was nothing left of it. And people here are quite shaken. We just spoke with a gentleman who lives right next door, and he was telling us he was asleep and he heard a bang like he'd never heard before. His glass panes shattered, and that is a...
Sanjay, I'm going to interrupt you there. Why? Because viewers, Inside the Bunker is going to tell you the story which is not visible here, or what the Israelis will not actually tell you, why the Iranians hit Bet Shemesh. And that's why Tom Cooper is going to take us through the inside story here. So let's zoom into, and you do your thing, you do your magic. Let's find out Bet Shemesh. And viewers, bear with us. We're going to pinpoint this area, go deep in.
This is Bet Shemesh.
Yeah.
In central eastern, let's say, Israel. Israel is very small. It's very hard to explain. This is now east or south or north. Jerusalem is here. Tel Aviv is here. Beit Shemesh is here. Bet Shemesh.
Okay.
Beit Shemesh in Arabic.
Yeah. We can keep zooming in.
This is not the town itself.
Okay, this is not the town itself. This is Bet Shemesh. Yeah, you've got the pencil here. There you go. Yeah.
So, this is the town of Bet Shemesh. Then there is a hill.
Yeah.
Up here.
So this is the hill.
Yes.
Okay. This line or this area, this is the hilly region. This is where the missile seems to have landed.
This is all hilly. This is all very hilly, broken terrain.
Okay.
It really goes down, up and down, left and right. You can see that not one road is straight.
Right.
So, right behind that hill, let me mark the Bet Shemesh again.
Yeah.
No, where is it? No.
Yeah, that's Bet Shemesh.
So now we have a place called Sdot Miha.
It's Sdot Miha. You see it's Sdot Miha? Yeah.
Okay. And north of Sdot Miha is a big military complex.
Oh. It is. Okay, you'll have to.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, just go back to the arrow and now stretch it. Yeah. Oh, this is you're saying this is a military complex.
This is one of the 3 military complexes with Israeli ballistic missiles.
Okay.
And these ballistic missiles like Jericho 2 and Jericho 3.
Okay. Now we've got that. Estot Miha. Okay.
It's named after the place nearby town.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying, now viewers listen to this very carefully. What he's saying is, if we zoom into this area, this place now.
What we can see here, for example, are hardened shelters and underground facilities here.
Yeah, so there you can draw. So this is underground facility, this is hardened facility.
This is, yes. And we can see also launch ramps. These are pre-constructed ramps made of gravel, and then you drive your trailer and launcher outside, pull it out, load the missile, of course, on it, raise the missile, and launch the missile.
And what missiles here? These are the Jerichos.
Jericho, yes.
Jericho, yeah.
Jericho, yes.
Yeah, Jericho
2 and Jericho 3.
Jericho
these are
2 and 3. Both are to be launched here. Now, this is the hilly area. This is where the Iranian ballistic missile actually landed. It fell. And this is all civilian area.
Yes.
So what
you see the synagogue here?
Yeah, the synagogue. So this is where it landed. So the distance between the synagogue and this facility here is less than about what?
9 kilometers. 9 kilometers.
9
kilometers.
9 kilometers.
Sorry, 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer. So the distance, viewers, is just 1 kilometer. This is just 1 kilometer away from Israel's. Yeah. So this is just 1 kilometer away from Israel's ballistic missile facility. So was Iran targeting a synagogue, or were they actually, like the Israelis were targeting, the Iranian ballistic missile facilities? Were the Iranians targeting the Israeli ballistic missile launch facility in Bet Shemesh?
And sadly, it's really tragic, and this is one of the most saddest aspects of doing what I'm doing, is when something like this happens, and the missile came in with such a speed, such force, that it went into the underground bunker and killed so many people.
No, but the point is, do the Iranians lack precision? Because if I were to compare this with Operation Sindoor, the BrahMos landed with precision right on top of the intended target.
Yes.
Why is it not happening with the Israeli and the Iranians? So let me ask you that.
There are several reasons for this. First, yes, Iranian missiles lack precision. They are not as precise as BrahMos, for example. The second reason is they are under pressure. They are under constant airstrikes. That means that crews launch them up. They have to work very, very quickly under pressure. Perhaps it was one of the trailer erector launchers we have seen hit by Israeli Air Force. We are not going to know. Matter of fact is they have been under severe pressure, and they have had to work quickly, and then mistakes happen. And if you enter just one digit wrong, boom, it goes into the wrong place. And the third possible reason is that because this is hugely important for Israel. Therefore, they have somewhere nearby, don't get me wrong now, I don't recall exactly, one of their Arrow 3 anti-ballistic missile batteries, which is protecting this base. Of course, it's protecting nearby settlements as well.
Yeah.
So it can easily happen that this base, that this Arrow battery has returned fire, attempted to shut down the missile. There was a narrow miss, and then it's enough just
to even deflect and for it to miss its trajectory.
It goes wrong. Yes, exactly.
So what Tom is saying here is that clearly it's a commonsensical question. If I've got a missile base here, if I've got a ballistic launch system, and if there are civilians, I will have an anti-ballistic facility that will perhaps protect this range. So what if the interceptors fired and somewhere just deflected the ballistic missile sent by the Iranians and it landed here, rather than its intended target that is here? And that's why there are civilian casualties. And this entire thing of weaving narratives. The Iranians say, oh, Israelis are killing civilians. The Israelis say, oh, Iranians are killing civilians. But the reality is, it's collateral damage, sadly, but truly.
It's tragic. Especially, for example, when we see Israelis striking intelligence headquarters in Tehran, Iranians are striking intelligence headquarters in Tel Aviv or in Haifa or in Bahrain CIA office. So it is mutual. Both are striking targets which are within densely populated areas. Both are causing civilian casualties through this.